Bonjour, comment allez-vous? This is the Crypto Kid podcast, and today we discuss Solidion adopts BTC. So happy Saturday, everybody. I've been reading some headlines. I got thrown off a couple of minutes for the podcast, as a matter of fact, because I was captivated by a new headline that shows that billionaire Elon Musk is soon has revised his lawsuit against OpenAI, which he was a co-founder, and it was supposed to be open source and free, and now it is closed source and it is de facto extension of Microsoft. And now Microsoft has been named in this suit. In addition, let's see here, another company has been named in this suit. So, Mr. Musk, a co founder of the artificial intelligence company, accused it and the tech giant Microsoft of operating a monopoly in an amended legal complaint on Thursday. So, when Elon Musk formed OpenAI, it was supposed to be an open source piece of software. And what you've noticed is that Microsoft has gone in and for $1 billion um, is purchased GitHub because it wanted the code. Because Microsoft is irrelevant today as far as software and programming, and so it needed code. And uh, GitHub was previously an open source of coding information, primarily in Linux, and you could find code in Java, JavaScript, Python, but it was primarily in Linux, and and it was free. And by Microsoft purchasing GitHub, it acquired all of this free open source code that you, me, and everybody else has created. And now it can take our code and use it. In addition to that, it can now begin charging on different tiers. And so that is the same thing with OpenAI. When Elon Musk initially founded OpenAI, it was supposed to be an open source artificial intelligence software company that could pretty much do anything a human can do. And if you're like me, I pay the $20 a month for Chat GPT. So it's supposed to be free. And now for the Pro Pack, the Pro plan is $20, and I pay that. And if you don't pay the $20, you have a lot of limitations. And now it's a closed source of coding information when it was supposed to be open source AI, artificial intelligence. And now Microsoft, just like it did with how it destroyed Netscape Navigator, is the top internet browser. It embedded Microsoft Edge in into or Internet Explorer. The initial one was Internet Explorer. It embedded Internet Explorer into its operating system, and it's now replaced that with Edge. Both of them are flawed browsers that open you up to a lot of malicious software attacks. And but this is what Microsoft has been doing for the last 30, 40 years. It gobbles up companies by purchasing the code, and then it turns it into a private entity, and then you have to pay for it, and it destroys any competitors, including XAI has not been able to compete directly with OpenAI. And also, Elon Musk has created Grok, which is another form of artificial intelligence. What I've noticed with Chat GPT is around the elections, anytime I attempted to have Chat GPT create an image that had even a ballot, it told me that it could not create a ballot because it's programmers, is software. It's so this is Chat GPT 4.0 telling me that it was unable to create a JPEG image of a voting ballot box because its designers had determined that that would interfere with elections and influence the election. And this is post-election, and it would be contributing to misinformation. So this is how ridiculous the censorship with artificial intelligence and all of these social media applications, these softwares out there, they have censorship. And if you try to have anything to do with Donald Trump or voting or ballots, it will tell you it's unable to do that because that is attempting to spread misinformation. And this is the craziest BS that actually exists out there. And it's a shame that the social media platforms are adopting this. And if you talk to any of these guys, if you're hanging out at a cocktail party and you talk to any of these guys that have developed any of these social media platforms, they're liberal guys, they're open-minded guys. Most of them are billionaires, and you're just hanging out having a casual conversation with them, you would find that these are very open-minded people. But then you would say to them, well, how come in your algorithm it prevents me from looking up anything that has to do with Donald Trump? How come your algorithm will not allow me to publish any ads, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Google? If you like, I had a client that wanted to advertise on Facebook that they had a music video, and in the song was called Let's Talk About Trump. And just because these African American women made a music video that is titled Let's Talk About Trump, Facebook would not allow me to purchase ads on behalf of this hip hop music group because it said it violates Facebook's policies of spreading misinformation and trying to influence the outcome of a presidential election. So they still got this Russia BS going on. And what it's really is that you got a bunch of software geeks who are programming their software to censor the Democratic opponent, which is Donald Trump, anything that anybody says that is non-liberal. But if you look at the advertisements for Kamala Harris on Facebook, people were running advertisements on Facebook supporting Kamala Harris, and that is for the Democratic Party. And Facebook had no problem allowing those people to purchase ad space. But if you tried to purchase ad space on behalf of the Republican Party, on behalf of MAGA, on behalf of Donald Trump, then you were not going to be able to purchase that. And there was going to be a and so this was just not going to happen. I had to go shut off the message recorder. We still have an old fashioned message recorder, and it loves to go off while I'm recording this podcast. So you guys get to hear that. So there's this ridiculousness here, and it's affecting the evaluation of a lot of instruments. But what we've seen is that Bitcoin is back up to the price of $91,288 now that a lot of this political garbage has cleared out. In addition to that, both Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Elon Musk were appointed to a new government agency, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. And I'm looking forward to this. And the market sentiment is very positive. Ethereum is trading at 3,124 US dollars as well. And the market is just going to continue to improve. Doge is trading at 36 cents in US dollars. So as we get deeper into Q4, we're going to see market sentiment increase. I believe that Bitcoin will break $100,000 before Christmas, and it has a chance to actually break 150,000 US dollars before December 31st, 2024. Even if it does cross 150,000 US dollars before January 1st, 2025, there's going to be a pullback because, there's not enough market support to just continue this high climb, but it will continue to grow. So for all you crypto enthusiasts, take that into account. Take a look at the trending charts, the MACDs, all the indicators, and then you can make a good decision in your portfolio on which direction to go. Also, it is believed that the founder of Cardano may be nominated by Donald Trump as his digital cryptocurrency czar. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. We'll see what happens. If you're looking for Bitcoin education, just hit the link below. I have 2 links. You go to plummeruniversity.com/Bitcoin mastery or plummeruniversity.com/Cali Muscle Ethereum, and that will take you both to different links to give you free education, introduction on what is Ethereum, what is Bitcoin. And this podcast is for crypto enthusiasts from the ages of 18 to 50 who are middle class, upper middle class, or maybe you're working class and you inherited a nest egg and you want to find out what to do with it and which investment is the best investment. And definitely cryptocurrency should be considered as one of the top investments for your money and to grow generational wealth. We'll continue. We have webinars coming up. I have a webinar interview coming up with Cali Muscle. Cali Muscle will be doing an interview in the next couple of weeks here on Crypto Kid TV, discussing his plans for monetization in the future on social media and how that's going to change. But we're also going to ask him questions about his Cali Muscle Ethereum coin and any other cryptocurrencies that he may be sponsoring, because now is a good time to be into crypto. So you definitely want to subscribe to this podcast. You want to turn on your alerts. Crypto policy is changing weekly, as you can tell, especially with all these cabinet appointments by Donald Trump. So you need to stay afloat of what's going on and be ahead of the curve. With that, this is the Crypto Kid, Daniel Plummer, signing out. And remember, the future is crypto.